Hi, and welcome.
I'm Z.
And I'm Keith.
And we're going to tell you about the movie that we just watched. But first, a little bit of a heads up.
Some of the movies we watch deal with heavy subject matters.
In order to talk about these emotionally delicate things and the heavy subject matters that we sometimes cover, we add humor and crude language to add some levity and to process our own trauma.
If that doesn't feel fun or safe for you, we completely understand. Please take care of yourself first and foremost.
And we spoil the end of pretty much every movie that we watch.
Now you know. On with the show. Okay, I'm ready to go now. Thank you. Let's talk about some fucking Placid lakes and shit.
Okay, I didn't remember that it wasn't set in Florida and that it's
clearly
not actually on Lake Placid.
It's set in Maine and shot in British Columbia, so.
Yeah, and it's there. She's like, "What's it called?" And they're like, "We wanted to call it Lake Placid, but that's somewhere else."
Right, so it's not even.
So it's not even the name of like the it. Oh my God! It's just one of the many things that makes this a blockbuster hit film.
Yeah.
What's with the water? It's so black. There's no waves or anything.
Well, they wanted to call it Lake Placid, but somebody said that name was taken.
It's too bad.
The chemistry is undeniable.
Off the charts. All of it.
There's so much in
There's
this
so much
movie
chemistry.
that is so important, and the plot is just pushed forward constantly with everything that is said and done, and nothing ever is
Superfluous. It's very efficient.
it's so well done,
Tight.
well written, well directed. The writing alone, I was blown away by the dialogue was so.
David E. Kelly, who I think is largely a.
See
TV
that
guy.
the practice guy?
Yeah, possibly.
Like horrible.
Yep. Also, Big Little Lies.
Oh my.
Los Angeles Law. Ally McBeal.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
I didn't realize he did Ally McBeal. That dancing baby probably would have made this movie
Ooh,
better.
girl.
Jesus Christ.
A lot of other shows that I've never heard of.
Fucking Big Little Lies. I was immediately it was
9 Perfect Strangers. He developed that.
Oh, we haven't
Wait,
seen
9.
that yet.
Never mind.
Who are you thinking of Perfect Strangers?
Mr. Mercedes. No, I'm thinking of 3 Perfect Strangers. 3. About the triplets.
Oh, it's not 3 identical strangers.
Which reminds me of the parable of the scorpion and the frog.
And we're done. Like, like, I'm not saying that. I don't think Bridget Fonda is made for comedy. I mean, this may be why she retired from acting.
Oh, did she?
But her last thing was 2002.
Okay. And that's
She's married to Danny Elfman.
And then that's why she's... wait.
That's why she's wait. Yeah. Wait.
Wait.
Instead of overweight. Oh, wait.
Should be gigantic. Wait. Person.
I hope we delete all this. We by we, I mean you delete.
Why?
Because it's horrible.
No, it's not. Why?
Because we're just making fun of her being.
I'm not making fun of her.
Well, you're saying.
I'm saying that she retired so that she could not have to worry about.
Yeah.
I thought she did all right with what she was given, which was absolutely nothing.
I didn't.
And
I really didn't, honestly.
But that was after saying that I mean, clearly it's nepotism at the very least, but she's so nothing. She's not a presence. She's unremarkable in every sense to me.
That's fair. I think she.
And I'm not.
I think she does a great job being like an uptight white person.
Well, that's what this character was for the first 10 minutes.
In a non-comedic role
okay.
is what I mean.
You got an example?
Yeah, like single white female, you know. She's just stupid in that movie.
I think you and I disagree about that movie.
You know, she doesn't play both roles.
She may as well have.
The other one's Jennifer Jason Leigh.
I know, who I'm also, you're a much bigger fan of than I am.
I do like Jennifer Jason Leigh. You do hate her.
I don't hate her.
You just hate the things that
she's another one I'm confused by. I don't understand.
It's so funny. You'll be like, I don't hate them. I just don't like anything that they do.
I don't know why they exist. Their presence annoys me, and...
But I wouldn't say I don't like
but
them.
other than that, you know, they're fine.
Yeah, like I did not remember that it was Bill Pullman, that it was
I'm so mad at myself. In the lobby, I said Paxton.
Yeah, it's my husband, Bill Pullman, who also like the shining star of this film.
Meredith
and
Salinger.
No.
Her 2 lines.
He forgot she was fucking Oliver Platt.
Yep.
Who, when I was younger, I didn't get it, and as I age, I'm like, I get it. He's great.
He's never not good.
Exactly. Yeah.
So far, in my experience.
Yeah. He really can polish a turd. You know.
He's like
not
the
many
best
people
part
can.
of Flatliners.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's the best part. Well, he's definitely the best part of this movie.
Yes. And he's so, I honestly like, anytime a character's, they're written out and you're like, oh, this is supposed to be like an eccentric or possibly autistic person.
Right.
I'm like, oh, is that me? Is that just me? Because he's like,
right.
he's like, what he says to, what's her name, when he's like, oh, this job seems like it's so stressful or something like that. And you have such big boobs.
Yeah.
Law enforcement is very dangerous work, isn't it? And you have such big, wonderful boobs.
Thank you.
No one else could deliver a line like that. Without, I mean, I did say,
good.
like, I can imagine Matt Berry in this role.
Yeah. But it would be played definitely differently.
Yeah.
But, you know, but like, just the fact that I'm like, it really did feel like Oliver Platt was like, oh, this is not good. So I'm just going to have fun with it and play into the fact that it's not
I felt
good.
like he understood the assignment better than anybody else involved in the creation of it.
Factual, yes. Also, I said this immediately because also, what's his name? Why can't I think of his name?
Brendan Gleeson?
Brendan Gleeson. Brendan Gleeson is in this. This is probably the first thing I ever saw Brendan Gleeson in. Did I remember that? Not even remotely. Also, I'm like, I remember nothing from this movie.
Oh, okay. Maybe you saw a different movie.
No, I remember Betty White.
Yeah.
I remember Betty White and the cow. I remember she fed it a cow. I remembered that. That's like the whole thing. But I didn't remember like any of the like anything at all. And I'm like, what the fuck? Also,
It's
maybe
not a very memorable movie.
I remember a kid being killed in it. That's what I thought it had in common with Razorback. So I must have seen a sci-fi original movie that I confused with this. So, but
well, this combined with Louis Teague, who did Cujo. I just really want to watch Alligator, 1980.
Yeah. But in the very beginning, Brendan Gleeson and a diver, this is how the movie starts out. They're just like on a boat. I don't really understand what they're doing. The music, the score for this film, insane. It makes no sense. It gives you so many cues in like the very first scene that you're not sure. I was like, am I watching a Disney animated film? Like it truly sounded like I could not. I was very confused. I was like, I don't understand what this score is, but it's telling me 10 different things at once.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, anyway. So Brendan Gleeson is just sitting in the boat and you were like, oh, it's probably like, you know, this boat is like, he's sitting in it eating Twinkies and it's Brendan. He's a big guy, but he's not like that.
Well, the best part is after.
Well, no, I know. But like, he's eating Twinkies, and the boat where he's sitting on the boat. It's almost like sinking. It's so like like the boat.
It's
is
at the
tilted.
angle as if it were moving at top speed.
Yes. And like insane. Like I was like, what the fuck is? And I was like, are they making like a fat joke? Is this supposed to be a fat joke? And Keith was like, no, it probably has to do with like they're probably gonna like make the boat do something or like it's probably whatever.
Yeah.
Nothing happened. So I was like, oh my god, were they making a fat joke? And
Turns out.
And then Oliver Platt, this line at one point is just like, oh, and by the way, you're fat. I was like, I hope that was ad-libbed. Because he, so that he could just be like, this is how obvious the dialogue is.
This is what this dialogue is like. Yeah.
Like, I was like, what is happening?
Yeah.
What is happening? It was so, and also, okay, Oliver Platt, this is not me fat shaming, but Oliver Platt, as Keith pointed out while we were watching it, is bigger than Brendan Gleeson in every capacity. This man is at like inches taller than Brendan Gleeson. Bigger physically than Brendan Gleeson.
They also put him in these really flowy
and he's
clothes. That only makes him look bigger.
There was nothing. Like, I'm pretty sure his head is even larger than Brendan Gleeson. He's like, by the way, you're
that man has a lot of head.
fatso. Yeah, I was like, what is going on? Of course, like, yeah, and I mean, that sort of gets dropped after a while, too. Like, I don't know. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I like the fake out, well, sort of a fake out where where he's chasing, Brendan Gleeson is chasing Oliver Platt, and then a bear goes to attack them, and then the alligator eats the bear, and they're all like,
crocodile.
What? Sorry, crocodile. And it's not even after a while, it's just immediate. He eats him.
Yeah. And his CG shines. Hasn't aged at all.
It's very, yeah. And
yeah.
wow. Yeah, this, would you recommend? No.
Yeah, right.
We get some, like, my boo, Adam, is it Adam Arkin?
Yes.
That's the son, yeah. My boo, Adam Arkin, is in it, who I don't know why. I think it's his little weird sort of like lispy voice thing.
Yes.
Love him.
Another human giant.
Yeah. Yeah, right. He's in it. Mariska Hargitay is in it.
Second appearance.
Yeah, second appearance on the pod. We have 2 for Bridget Fonda, 2 for Mariska.
I bet Adam Arkin has been in something that we've watched.
I'm sure he has, but I don't remember. I don't remember, Keith.
Why are you saying that way?
Because I'm making fun of myself. Like I would remember. Like I would fucking remember.
I would like to just go through the director Steve Miner's oeuvre leading up to this movie.
Okay.
Starting in 1981, we've got Friday the 13th Part 2, Friday the 13th Part 3.
Okay.
House.
House? Like that one we watched?
Correct.
Oh, wow.
Soul Man.
Like the Soul Man? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Warlock, which we need to watch.
Okay.
Wild Hearts Can Be Broken. Blah, blah, blah. Forever Young with Mel Gibson. Mm-hmm. My Father the Hero.
Okay, wow.
And Halloween H20,
Wow.
which apparently he dipped away from this movie to work on
Yeah,
during inclement weather.
I saw that.
But he does a lot of TV. He's mostly TV now. What are you on?
I'm looking. We have not done anything for the pod. Anything else for the pod with Arkin.
Adam.
Yeah. With his poppy,
Yeah.
we did.
Yeah, why did that come up? Oh, somebody worked on Razorback, also worked on Wait Until Dark?
Yeah, it was like the writer or something like that.
Screenwriter. Was this based on a novel? Did you finally break that trend?
I think we did. I'm pretty sure we did. It doesn't say.
Yeah, it's just David E. Kelly.
Man, we've only been talking for 15 minutes and we've covered everything about this film already. There's no, I don't know what any,
You gotta do the cooking by the book. Yeah.
Bridget Fondles is,
Brigitte.
Brigitte Fondles is, she works for a museum, and the storyline is that Adam Arkin is her boss.
It reminds me of the opening of Home for the Holidays.
Right. Adam Arkin is her boss, and he dumps her for Mariska Hargitay, and they make her go somewhere just to get her out of the office so they can have their affair that's not secret. And so she goes, and she's a
Which
bitch.
is a thing that never happened.
Right.
And they were
There's
very adamant about letting us know that.
It doesn't happen. Also, like, why would someone who's a paleontologist?
There it is.
She's a paleontologist, which means she deals with dinosaurs, right?
She deals with paleos.
So they send her.
Because the tooth is prehistoric.
And she goes, and then she's a bitch and a coward at every. I mean, she just acts like she's never seen a dead body before. Come on.
Well, and then there's all the sort of, I don't know to call it, like the shit talking on people, rural people.
She's like, all these people from Maine don't like cleanliness,
Don't know
and
how
they're
to
all
bathe.
like, everyone's like, you fuck your cousins and like your sisters, your lover. I'm like, what is going on, Maine? I'm like, I didn't know this was I don't. I mean, it really does feel like they wrote it for Lake Placid, Florida, and then just couldn't get anything to work out, and so they
can't
were
put
just
it in Maine without it, being on Stephen King's turf.
Exactly. They're just like, just make it Maine. It's fine and whatever.
Never mind, it looks nothing like the Northeast.
Yeah.
All those conifers everywhere.
It was so, I was like, this looks legitimately like Canada. This just looks like Canada.
I mean, it's beautiful.
Yeah. Not a complaint. But
Yeah.
I'm like, I feel like I'm watching an episode of X-Files in the first season. Like this.
Well, and funny you should say that, because there is that episode
Yeah.
that has some parallels with this one.
Yeah.
What?
Just ways. Oh, is that the conversation on the rock? Is that the episode?
It's not. No, it's not. TCOTR. Well, actually, it might be.
Oh, yeah, right? It might be.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Oh. God, what do you, like, Oliver?
How did that come up?
I don't know. It was when we were rewatching X-Files, and you were
Okay.
looking something up, and you found the conversation on the rock. Which honestly sounds like something
It's
that
like
they
the
would.
Sermon on the Mount.
Yes, I was going to say it sounds like something you'd say in church. It's a song about Jesus. The conversation on the rock that happened while Jesus died on the cross. You sing it with me, you know it. See, I knew it. Oh God, fuck.
No. Yeah, it's. I watched a little bit of a video that I'm like, okay, thinking of it in this context makes me a little kinder to it because it's 1999 and like Scream had happened, right?
Yeah. Yeah, but that was in 1996.
Okay, Scream 2 had happened. I'm just saying the Scream franchise is coming up. I mean, I know it was a big splash, the first one, but like I also don't think it was a huge. It took a minute for it to. No,
really?
I don't know.
I feel like it.
I wasn't really on my radar at the time, so.
Okay.
My only point was like horror comedy of this nature.
Yeah.
Or that nature, like.
Yeah.
Like it never went away. Just like horror movies, slasher movies never went away. It's just like mainstream popularity, right?
Yeah.
So I think it. I'll forgive it some awkwardness for trying to blend those genres.
Well,
in ways that, in sort of newer, more contemporary ways, I guess.
Well, yeah. I said this before about a movie that I don't remember. I just know that I said this.
You don't like horror comedy. You like when a
well,
horror movie is funny.
No, I don't like comedy. Really, I don't like movies that are trying to be comedy. Like, I said it about Low Down Dirty Shame. I don't like when movies try to be funny in their diet, like they try to set up jokes, because it's always going to be dated. It's always going to seem forced. It's never going to. It's funnier when there's like when it's the comedy is happening as opposed to the comedy is being told to you. Yeah, like if I have to be told that something's funny, it probably isn't. Right. So like that sort of,
even if it is, you're gonna be like, come on, man.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, by the way, you're fat. Like, like while Oliver Platt did great with that line, I was like, this is not, they're saying this while they're paddling boats.
Oh, yeah, right.
And I don't even think Oliver Platt is doing any paddling, too.
No, he's on his little sonar.
He's got his sonar.
Radar, whatever.
This movie is just so... honestly, I didn't think it was going to be the worst of all of them. And I think I don't like it. I think I like it less than I liked Venom. But Venom didn't have Oliver Platt, so.
Ooh, shit.
So, I do like when when he's like, he's like saying something. I don't like. It's after he like gets in the water with the croc, and they're like, "Bro, what the fuck?" And he's talking to her, and he's like saying whatever, and she's like, "Will you cut the shit?" And he's like, "No, right." Like, because he's like giving her this like emotional
but then
speech.
he's just like, fuck it. But
yeah,
it's
and he's
not
like, no, all right, fuck it. And then he's just like, I was like, I like that. I think that's funny. Like when someone's trying, like, because that thing where like people try to like seem deep, and you're like, please shut the fuck up. And they're like, yeah, it's not working. It's like I enjoy that sort of thing. I've experienced it, so I think it's funny when people are like, "Oh, you're not buying it." Okay, well. I mean, the fact that Bill Pullman is in it and you almost don't know.
Yeah.
Like that you really fucked up there. Cuz Bill Pullman can do anything, He can deliver a single line in no less than 15 minutes, you know, just with his looks and sort of, you know, he's got that face, you know, he's got so few lines in this. He's second build and he has like 3 lines and most of them are like, hey now. And also the fucking, when they don't kill the crocodile and they're like losing their shit about just tranking. I'm like, what is happening?
Yep.
It doesn't make any sense.
Nope.
Because keeping it alive. I mean,
yeah, that's not really justified other than.
Yeah, like.
It feels vestigial for a certain kind of. I mean, I feel like it harkens back to, I don't know, 50s sci-fi of like this strange creature. We shouldn't kill it just because we don't understand it.
Yeah.
But it's not actually justified. And
yeah.
It's just Oliver Platt being like, oh, there's a huge tank we can put it in until we figure out what else to do with it. The fuck?
Yeah, like it's.
Never mind, it's killed that diver.
Yeah, it killed like
every other member of the sheriff's department. Like
it killed that guy that was in Galaxy Quest. It took his head off.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It was like it said, "Fuck you" to that bear. It doesn't abide to any like laws of nature. It doesn't give a shit. It kills mooses. I don't know what the plural of mouse.
Well, we only know about one for sure.
Yeah, but you think just
also it just killed it.
Yeah.
Right? The whole body is at the bottom of the lake, and then the whole head is in the boat.
To be fair, that could be what I said, where they just because they don't. They kill it and then they take it to their nest and then they eat it for a while. They don't eat it. Oh,
actually, that was
once.
probably a cow. Because Betty White fed it a cow.
Yeah.
Feeds it cows.
Cows and my meat.
How does she get cows out there in the first place?
She breeds them.
Yeah, but she had to have at least 2 for that, right? Or a pregnant one.
Yeah, she might order them online or something like that.
Drop ship.
Yeah.
I mean, literally drop ship.
Yeah.
Like
they drop shit to her.
They drop shit.
Drop shit.
All the animatronics and CG, and yet they used a real goddamn cow to
they tortured a real cow to fucking, and it's not happy, and they keep being like, this cow really isn't happy, and I'm like, did you tickle its feet like you do babies to make them cry in the movie or what? In movies, like, what were you doing to this fucking cow to piss it off so much, other than dipping it in cold water repeatedly? Like, that's so horrible.
I'm sure just being in the sling wasn't enough.
Right.
I mean, or, tranquilizing it and then keeping it in there long enough for the tranks to wear off.
Yeah.
And to be like, what the fuck? Where am I? What is this? It gets his comeuppance, though. It has a walk-on at the end. What the fuck?
Oh, God.
Some debate in the IMDb trivia about whether it's a real kind of gun or not that Brendan Gleeson has.
Oh my God. Oh, I forgot. I
lightweight forward air defense.
I started reading the trivia and I realized I cared so little that I didn't.
Yeah.
But there was one that I really liked.
Creature was designed and made by Stan Winston, who did Aliens and Jurassic Park. So.
Yeah. This is one. 55 people found this helpful. Okay.
Good to know.
In one scene, a cow appears to be dangling from a helicopter. A live cow was actually lifted in a colic sling by a crane. In the final edit of the film, the cow appears to be dangling from the helicopter. It's just, In one scene, a cow appears to be dangling from a helicopter, and then it says a cow
In the final scene.
In the final scene, a cow
cut.
appears.
Yeah, I don't understand the way people word things a lot of the time.
I don't know if you know this, but this is a film about a fictional crocodile. That's the way I am.
So the thing with the big toe is maybe a call back to the film Alligator.
Alligator, yeah.
And in Jaws 2, it also the monster, the creature attacks a pontoon copter.
Oh wow! So they really.
It is a very innovative movie, is all I'm saying.
Oh my God, we're only 30 minutes
Innovative.
in. It wasn't even, it's just that there's nothing that happened in this movie.
Yeah.
I mean, it was in the scene where Oliver Platt is showing him crocodile movies on his laptop.
That was pretty real, though.
He's just like, see? I like that happens after he punches him in the face, and then he's like, here, I'll show you. He's like, Brendan Gleeson punches Oliver Platt's character in the face, and Bill Pullman's like, you two need to go to bed and get away from each other. And then they both go into Oliver Platt's tent, and he's just showing him crocodile videos, and then they're friends after that. And I'm like, what's happening? I mean, I believe it. I believe it. Well, yeah, but I'm like,
yeah.
What? They just got into a fist fight.
I didn't remember that.
And then they go into the fucking
Sequence.
then they're just watching crocodile videos? What is happening? Oh my God. Like, what? Is this foreplay? I don't really.
Yeah.
I mean, I relate to Oliver Platt's character in this movie a lot because he just has like a laptop that he just keeps watching things on while everyone else is like fearing for their life. And he's like, I'm fine, actually. I'll just fly a helicopter into a crocodile's mouth and I think we'll be best friends.
I love his entrance when at first it didn't make sense to me, but I guess he's got this customized pontoon chopper. And Bridget Fonda is like, oh my God, it can't be.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it is. Also, his name is Hector Cyr, C-Y-R.
Yeah.
Which is an anagram of cry. And if you, know the phrase crocodile tears? Crocodile queers. Queers. All right. You can't be.
I'm sorry, Tangentians. I'm sorry. What? Are you leaving? Are you quitting? Oh, okay.
The whole thing about, again, I think it's annoying just because it's told to us, not shown in any real way. Mm-hmm. Of like, Hector is obsessed with crocodiles specifically.
Yeah.
Because he's got this reverence for them because of...
He thinks they're godly.
What was that?
In his defense, every primitive culture known to man deified them. Ancient China, Egypt, Australia, Asia. Going back in history, crocodiles have been more worshipped than Jesus.
Is this supposed to make us take him more serious?
No, it's supposed to make you understand him. He's a mythology professor. He believes that they're divine conduits. And he can find them, so we should try to put up with him.
He's a fruitcake.
Just annoying, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah. I mean, his character is very autistic coded. And they're like, he's just rich and eccentric. And I'm like, but...
Well, Gleason's character says that when you're rich, it's called eccentric.
Oh, okay.
But, or I'm told, because he just calls him mental the whole time. A mental. You're a mental. Also, his character's name is Kjog or whatever. A very Irish name. And yet he seemingly is doing some kind of accent.
Well, I think he's trying to do
natural.
American, and I don't think he's able to not sound Irish.
Right.
So, yeah.
Why give him an Irish name and then not let him be Irish, you know?
Because, I don't know, man.
Guess there weren't a lot of actors willing to just be called fat for 90 minutes straight by another fat actor.
By the way, you're fat. When he says did you tell them that we had sex with each other? Or whatever?
Sex together.
Oh, sex, yeah.
So funny.
She's like, that never happened. An hour and 22 minutes. Okay, I was going to say, there's no way this was an hour and a half. It felt longer, but I was like, nothing happened in it enough for it to be that long. Like, it honestly doesn't really even have any slow bits. And that's the thing that's so enraging about it, is that something's constantly happening and nothing happens in this movie. No, there's always someone talking, something going on, and it's still literally like you're watching a bunch of Redacted do a bunch of Redacted. What? Like, why? You're not
Adolf Hitler?
like. What, like, legitimately, I don't want to say the blind leading the blind because I'm not ableist, but it's like the redacted leading the redacted. You know what I mean?
I'm so glad that after 4 years, I can finally stop walking on eggshells, you know?
The way that people are like, under Biden, I couldn't say the N word. I couldn't say the R word.
It's very strange.
I couldn't rape people just because Biden was president for 4 years. And now that he's not, I feel like I can do my things for myself again.
It's very strange to me.
I can hate minorities and it's not bad. I'm like, well, who are you talking to?
Yeah.
It changed that much.
Very strange.
Yeah, the way that people are like, I just couldn't do the things I wanted to do while Biden was president. And I'm like, actually, Biden was so right-leaning that...
Also, who's going to stop you? I don't know what you're talking about. Who's going to stop you then that isn't now?
Exactly. Like...
But, I mean, cancel culture is over, so...
Yeah, no, that's fair.
And definitely... Yeah.
So... Oh my God. I mean, it's gonna be a short episode, honestly. Would you recommend this movie? I mean, I'd recommend it a lot. I would recommend it if you don't know anything about crocodiles, watch this movie. If you don't like seeing people give good performances, watch this movie. If you want to feel like you just spent time and you don't know how an hour
If you
went
want
by.
to lose 120, an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah, if you want to lose time and feel like you did nothing, great movie. The perfect movie for you. If you're a fan of Bill Pullman and love seeing him do things, watch this movie. If you're excited to see Bridget Fonda act or give dialogue, watch this movie. If you like Oliver Platt, for sure watch this movie because he does perform in this and he does actually a good job. He serves cunt with a side of slay. Oliver Platt puts cunt on a plate and serves it with a side of slay and
Cunt. Fish. Side of fish.
He does not serve fish in this movie. Neither does Bridget Fonda, though.
I mean,
Natty Gann. A little bit of cunt serving.
The infamous, the notorious N.A.T.
I never know who she is, and then you're always like, oh, shit. And I'm like, who the fuck? And you're like, Mrs.
Okay, I'm glad you brought this up because this will tie together. That's how we got on the Justine Bateman. I forgot how we got on the Justine Bateman. So, and this will kill some time. I was kind of obsessed with the existence of that movie.
Wait, what? You were what?
Kind of obsessed. Fuck you. I guess you talk perfect all the time. Jesus Christ. I had an abscess once, and I watched the film. No, I've never actually seen the film, but I was kind of obsessed with... That's the last freaking thing I need. The Adventures of Natty Gann.
Yeah, I think you did say that Justine Bateman was in it. I think that is why. And then we watched it, and you were like, "Oh, I guess that's."
No, we never watched it. What the fuck are you
trailer,
talking about?
the
Oh, okay.
trailer. Jesus, I'm sorry.
How dare you? In the middle of my fucking story about my personal life.
We never watched that. What the fuck are you talking about?
When we left the house this morning,
You said there were 8 breakfasts.
you said there are 5 lights, and we'd never watched this film. Well, because growing up with Family Ties, Justine Bateman was hot, and then, Satisfaction came out, which is a movie I always wanted to see because she was in it. And then that was a disappointment as well. Anyway, I thought she was in that again. Turns out, no, it's the second Mrs. Patton Oswalt.
Patent pending Oswald.
Anything else you want to make fun of me for?
I keep talking and I'll
My
come up
long taint?
It's
My
also
birthmark next to my pee hole that makes it look like I have a second pee hole?
your taint isn't just long, it's also wide.
Thank you. That's what I call a landing strip. I don't need to get waxed. Fucking 747 wide bodies.
Why wouldn't you need
Because that's what they call it when you leave just a strip of your pubes.
Why would
Because I already have a landing strip. I made Z cry. Mission accomplished.
they know they can hear it? And then you just don't say it. Well, I already made you laugh. That's done.
Tired of walking on eggshells. Geggshells.
I don't know what to do because when you say the funny thing and it sounds funny and I laugh, you get mad. And then if you say the funny thing and I don't do anything and then you make fun of yourself and I laugh, you get mad.
That's correct. You're not allowed to win. You're not allowed to laugh at me. That seems fair.
Oh my God. Oh man. I think in the episode after the transgensions, I mentioned that you said something.
You did. That's why I confirmed when listening to that.
God, that was so funny.
I just keep talking and you keep being like, yeah.
But I did good.
So good, baby. You did so good.
I know.
Thank you so much.
So would you recommend this movie for real?
Are you really asking that?
I'm
This time?
honestly asking, yeah. I mean, I was asking for real last time too, but
But then you gave your summation.
sorry that I didn't just let you do yours, that I also gave mine.
No. You said, would you recommend? And then I literally parted my lips and you started talking.
So it's like the reverse.
Uno reverso.
Anyway, give your recommendation, good or bad. Whoa. I guess a ghost live here. A ghost live here.
What's the Shawnee take on ghosts?
I don't
We got
know.
into that yet?
I don't know, honestly, because there's not even a word for death that I know of, so I'm not sure.
Just complete denial. Huh?
Yeah, we don't touch that.
I did laundry yesterday, so I was took a toll that
Yeah, an emotional and physical.
emotional and some physical. Yeah, it was
Spiritual as well. Yeah.
both mentally and spiritually. I had a glass of wine starting halfway through or something because I knew.
You needed
I just thought that was the right course.
you needed something to get through.
I think we had fun enough with it,
Yeah.
given what it is. It is sort of a testament, given the fucking talent that is cast. That it
stinks so much like shit. Yeah.
Like, here's the thing: is I feel I don't want to say it's bad for some reason.
I don't know.
I know
why.
you don't have that problem.
I don't know why.
More power to you.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not my cup of tea. However, like, I feel like he kind of failed. The comedy is not funny.
Correct.
The monster is not scary, really,
Correct.
because there's no real tension.
Yes. No one's ever actually attacked in the water.
Well,
You know what I mean? Like
except the first guy, right?
Well, the first guy.
But none of the main characters. You know.
Yeah, none of the main characters are ever really.
Except
put in
Oliver
peril.
Platt gets bitten by the spoiler second croc at the end.
Yeah.
No consequences.
Yeah, he doesn't lose his leg or anything. He's just like, "Ow, oops, I fell over." You guys don't.
It's so much smaller.
I know. Yeah.
I don't know. The Betty White stuff is.
She's funny, but
Yeah,
that's just Betty White. I mean, she probably ad-libbed all her dialogue, so I don't want to give David E. Kelly any credit for
No,
nothing
it
ever.
doesn't. Yeah. Exactly.
I do like when she's like, "I hope the crocodile eats all your all your friends or whatever." She's like,
Yeah.
"That's probably illegal to say that I want."
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, "Yeah, she's fun."
Because
R.I.P.
Because of woke.
Because of woke, you can't even be anti-police now.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. It's at least
Yeah.
as good as Anaconda, I guess.
I think Anaconda at least has one thing going for it, and that's
Wet J-Lo.